Peace, peace, family. We are back again, and today we will be building about the hit that happened. Did you see the hit that happened? I don't think a lot of people seen the hit that happened. I mean, they seen it, but I don't think they seen it, right? Um, so as you know, and I touched on it briefly, Dr. King's Day was the same day as Trump's inauguration day. Matter of fact, Trump's inauguration day was the same day as Dr. King's Day, and that was a ritual hit, right? That was a hit, you know. Um, as Trump, you got to think about the first inauguration, right? Trump said he had all these people out there. He had more people than even Dr. King, right? That's what he said. And it kind of Trump rules off the ego. Trump is egotistical, right? And that really bothered him when people were trying to outdo him by saying that he didn't have more people than Dr. King, right? Than Dr. King's speech. So he made sure for his second inauguration to have it land on Dr. King's day, right? And he would act like it was love and it was solidarity, as many of the white Christian nationalists are acting like. They're using Dr. King uh, to push their hidden agenda of white supremacy, right? So anyway, as this day lands on Dr. King's day, it takes a little bit of the shine away from Dr. King because now it's all about him, right? He brings in a fake a fake phony preacher, black preacher, to kick some free at last. We are free at last. Oh, thank God Almighty, we are free at last, right? Some nonsense. Even though he's into the character, he bull jiving in the words of the great Shannon Sharp. He up there doing the most. You know what I'm saying? His eyes bucking a little too much for a nigga like him. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, this was part of the hit also, right? So you know, he's letting Trump is sitting there letting the black preacher get his shit off. He's kicking Dr. King sermon that he did, on that day, right? And the March on Washington speech, he's reiterating that free at last speech, right? Now Trump is in the background giving them a funny eye, right? Because he know that the hit is coming, right? Your killers come with smiles, right? If this was a mob, your killers come with smiles, right? So this is before it even gets started, right? In the back of Trump's mind, he knows that as soon as this inauguration is over, he's going to work. He's going right to work, right? He's going straight in kill mode, and in that kill mode, he goes directly into erasing Dr. King's um 1964 civil rights bills that he got passed, which gave Black Americans some form of equality in a 60% white country where white people own, mostly white males, own 70 or 80% of the businesses, right? Now they no longer have to have diversity. Now they no longer have to hire diversity, right? And they'll try to run the merit game. But we all know about the good old boy system, right? We all know about Legends Admissions, right? Where it's a hidden hand. It's the nepotism element where, hey, I know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody, and they keep it in the family, right? This is how they wanted to keep it. This is how they love it. This is uh what Make America Great Again is again, right? Letting us have our good old boy system, letting us run it. We don't want to have no diversity in here, right? We like it the way we like it, right? So this been on Dr. King's Day was a ritual to undo everything that Dr. King worked for, right? All those bills he got passed, he had to undo it, right? So blacks Americans right now are losing civil rights that they had got during Dr. King, right? And that includes women, that includes some religions outside of Christianity, right? So you have to keep all of that in mind. This was all a hit. And then you see Trump trying to open up reclassified files on Dr. King. Why would he do that? Right? I'm going to tell you why. It's because he wants to get rid of that day. He don't even want us to have Dr. King Day. Now dig this. This is a true story, right? Um, Dr. King, when he passed, right? You got to understand that, as we spoke on briefly, Dr. King had a spiritual awakening towards the end of his life, right? Where he said in 1967 that he feared that he may have put his people into a burning house, which was America, right? The capitalism, right? The money over the morality element. Dr. King said that in 1968. You know, you know what happened to him. It was a wrap, right? A year later, right? So um, if you don't know, again I touched on it briefly on my Dr. King Burn the House video that Dr. King was bugged. His hotel was bugged. Everyone he went to, right? His jail cells were bugged. J. Edgar Hoover and all of them, they was following Dr. King around. They was all up in his BI. You know what I'm saying? Because they wanted to tear his image down. Because Dr. King's war with them was through the image, right? He wanted to show, if they say Black Americans is this and they that and they this. See, right now it's black. You look at the rap industry, you look at the image of Black Americans, and you see niggas holding guns, women's twerking, and all that. Right, that element of Black inner city culture was always there to a degree. It just got worse, and it got brought into the public's eye, right? But Dr. King's thing was the image. His whole mission was the image. He knew how image worked in media, right? So he would show up in his Sunday's best. He wouldn't curse. He would bring all of the church ladies with him, all of the church deacons with him, and they would sing songs of peace and unity. So when people tried to say, "Oh, we can't integrate with these people, they're violent," Dr. King wasn't violent though. Oh, well, these people are not Christians. Dr. King was super Christian, right? This is the image. This is how you got integrated into the society, because the society for a long time did not want to integrate with you. They were xenophobic, right? As private schools started creating private schools because they didn't want to integrate. They didn't want to integrate, so they brought in private schools to keep their kids away from your kids, right? But the whole thing was that Dr. King was able to get this thing passed, and JFK helped him, right? JFK helped pass some of these laws, help give blacks some more rights, right? And that's what you see, and that's what you see Trump is aiming at, the uh, getting JFK declassified files, getting Dr. King's declassified files. Why? Because he wants to show the world the dirt on these men that are loved, right? He wants to air out the dirty laundry, right? He wants to air out the dirty laundry because Dr. King was followed. And as I told you before, Dr. King was not, and many people know this, right? Many people know this in 2025, Dr. King was not a perfect man, right? He had his flaws, but he was followed around and he was bugged. Uh, he was bugged and he was followed around, and they caught many of Dr. King's flaws, and his and they and it's documented. You know what I mean? And it's always been kept in secrecy. But wants to pull back the curtain on that. But why does he want to pull back the curtain on that? He wants to pull back the curtain on that so we can possibly get rid of Dr. King's Day. He even wants to, remember, he even wants to get rid of Black History, right? He wants to defund any school that teaches Black History. So for him to want to uh, open up the files on Dr. King is him wanting to air out the dirty laundry. Remember, this is a TV man. This is a reality TV man. And reality TV rolls off gossip and drama, and that's Trump. Gossip and drama, right? So when he's opening up these files of things that were kept in secrecy, he wants to uh, tarnish and tear up the image of Dr. King, right? So when you see him have his inauguration on Dr. King's day, that's a ritual. That's a hit. That's a hit. That's the calm before the storm, right? This is a hit. This was a plan. This was all planned out. You know, they want to get rid of Dr. King. Remember, you got to remember, Arizona did not even want to make Dr. King's day even they didn't even acknowledge Dr. King as a day. Dr. King was a communist. Again, Dr. King had communist ideologies. So America, big capitalists. You think capitalists, tycoons, and selfish motherfuckers, like excuse my language, uh selfish billionaires, oligarchs like Trump care about Dr. King? No, they didn't then and they don't now. So this was all a ritual hit. And his whole thing is to when he opens these files is to show the world Dr. King's dirty laundry and reopen wounds in Dr. King's family, right? He has no love. If he was real, he would be opening up that Epstein case. But he don't want to do that because he was Epstein's best friend. According to Epstein, Epstein said him and Trump was best friends for 10 years, right? But he don't want to open that. He rather open up some stuff from the 1960s, to make sure that this black man is not worshipped, to get rid of this day because he wants to get rid of it all. That's woke to him. You think he think other stuff is woke, but he don't think Dr. King's Day is woke? Of course he thinks it's woke. He wants to get rid of it. He's trying to bring in the third, a way where he can have a third term. This man wants to be a dictator. He told you that if you get me in, I won't have to vote for you again. I'm looking at my BLM. I'm looking at my MAGA partners. Like, hey yo, y'all niggas led us into the burning fire. Cause y'all so caught up in Kamala's not black in the pig that you know. Now what? It's only been a couple days and your guy is tripping. Your guy is spazzing and he don't seem like he even have no love for you. And I'm gonna tell you he don't. But he's gonna tell you as this movie keeps going, you will see that he don't have love for you. You know, he disrespects you, he despises you just as much as Popeyes does, right? Popeyes dropping the damn chicken collaboration with Don Julio, the liquor brand, on in Black History Month. Could you believe it? In Black History Month, they want to do a collaboration of chicken from Popeyes and Don Julio. Poisonous Popeyes chicken that's greasy as hell, right? And mix it with the Don Julio. That's what they think of you. This is capitalism, and that capitalism has no respect for you anymore. Just think about it. Walmart, they couldn't wait to get rid of DEI. Amazon couldn't wait to get rid of DEI. You still shopping there? You better stop shopping there. You should stop shopping there. I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but I wouldn't shop there. You should study Montgomery bus boycott, how blacks Americans pulled their dollars together and they made the billionaire companies respect them. Right now, these companies don't respect you, right? They want to sell you poisonous chicken. How dumb do they think you are? I'll tell you, they think you are the biggest dumbasses on the planet. You got to be the biggest dumbasses on the planet, right? You have to be. And if you go for this, you know, and if you go for this, if you out there buying down Julio at Popeyes with some chicken, I mean, goddamn. I mean, goddamn. You know, I mean, you fuck around, be on the plantation. You fuck around, be back on the plantation soon. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to have a little bit of morality. You know, you're gonna have to have a little bit of decency, right? You're gonna have to have a little bit of decency and discipline, right? It's poisonous chicken. I'm not saying you can't never have it. I understand it takes a long time to put this stuff down. You didn't have it for your whole life, you know. But to the point where they selling Don Julio and chicken, that ain't that ain't an insult to you. It's totally an insult. Now, I understand this is America, and in America, they have the right to do that. They have the right to sell you bad food and mix it together, and that's a bad combo, knowing that niggas be dying in chicken spots all over America. All check, man, check. Do me a favor. Go on Google, type in shooting at Popeyes. Watch how many niggas pop up. Shooting at KFC. Watch how many niggas now you gonna mix. I mean, that don't even count the hood spots where that like it not the chain spot, just the little hood, the local hood's chicken spot. You feel me? Like niggas be dying in the Philly cheesesteak spots. You know what I'm saying? Where it's greasy, like this is low frequency food. Low frequency food, you know what I'm saying? Low frequency food, low frequency people. High frequency food, high frequency people, right? You feel better when you shopping at Whole Foods. It may not be perfect, but you feel better when you shopping in there. You feel better when you shopping at Trader Joe's because you're around health conscious people, right? People that at least have a little bit of not care for what they are putting into their bodies. You can't judge a man for what he don't know. But if you following me on my ex, or you following me here, then you know. You know, and I'm not saying you can't have it here and there, but it's to the point now with Don Julio and the Popeyes, you shouldn't mess with that. You shouldn't mess with that because it's disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Go to churches at least for till this month is over. But right now you shouldn't. That's insulting. That's insulting, especially when you know it's Black History Month and you know that niggas is at the bottom of every health statistic: diabetes, stroke, heart disease, kidney disease, asthma, poison. We know this food is poison. We don't. You don't think we know this? But you gonna mix the Don Julio with it and take advantage of it. See, we start the trends. We start the trends on TikTok, right? We started the Don Julio trend on TikTok. All the baddies like to put it on top of their head. The niggas want to do what the baddies do. Tupac said that. Remember? Hey, make some music for the women, and the niggas gonna follow. That's another thing we'll lean into one day. Why do black men follow black women? Right? Just because they like that type of rap don't mean you gotta like that type of rap. Just because they doing the baddie dance don't mean you gotta do the baddie dance. Just because they using that type of slang don't mean you stop following the women. You know, this man to man talk right here. I know we got beautiful sisters who creative. Our sister, we got creative sisters. Everybody steal from our sisters. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we gotta let the sisters do them and we gotta do us too, as men. You know what I'm saying? As men, we still gotta do us, right? We just cause they listening to what they listen to don't mean we gotta listen to that type of rap. That's the rap that make you twerk and bounce your ass. Why as men, why we listening to that? Unless we up in the club getting twerked on outside of that, what we doing? We talking about the vibe. Man, it's time to get real. You know what I'm saying? It's time to get real. You listen to black podcasts, no disrespect. I ain't even gonna name no names, but you know, like I know a lot of these black podcasts, this is elementary. That's elementary talk. Niggas is talking elementary talk. But when I tap into the Joe Rogan, I tap into the Lex Freeman and all that white what a white man is building, at least I may not agree with all of it, but at least they have so usually they talking some real information. You know what I'm saying? Information that make you grow as a man, information that make you grow as a woman, that teach you how to think. See, we so caught up in the entertainment. When you caught up in entertainment, niggas can sell you anything. Niggas don't respect you because you just want to be entertained, right? We don't I don't want to entertain you. I want to teach you. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I love for you will teach you something. You know what I'm saying? A nigga that love you will teach you something. You know what I'm saying? You entertain hoes, entertain women. You know some no disrespect, you entertain women, right? You entertain kids, entertain children, you teach men. So and you teach wise women. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's a lot going on right now, but you have to control your attention, right? You control the attention. Walmart ain't messing with you right now. Sam's ain't messing with you right now. They did the DEI. You know what I'm saying? They rolled back DEI. Uh, Amazon rolled back. You got to understand the black Americans are one of the big, if not the biggest consumers. So you have power. Power is in your dollar. Power is in your attention. Don't give it no attention. Don't give it. Don't go there. They gonna open up the files on Dr. King and try to show that Dr. King liked white women. So Dr. King uh was having sex with other women. I mean, so was it right? Nah. But he's a human. You see what I'm saying? So keep this in mind too. This is why I always have said, you know, for the people that do admire my page and that do admire everything that I do, I appreciate you. But I am not your motherfucking leader. I ain't your leader. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't got no leader. My leader is in the mirror. Your leader is in the mirror. You feel me? Because what y'all niggas not gonna do is hold me up to a standard that I can't live up to. I'm a human. You know what I'm saying? I'm a human. I'm not gonna. You see? You feel me? I'm a human. I'm gonna give you good information. You take it or you don't take it. You know what I'm saying? You take it or you don't take it. I'm not here to debate with you. Take it or you don't take it. You know what I'm saying? Uh, but I'm not a leader. I'm not your black leader because niggas is always try to, oh, this is the leader, and then you let the leader take the fall. You let niggas disrespect the leader. See what I'm saying? And so I don't even want to be the leader. I don't even want us to have that type of relationship. It's like a partner that you don't. I don't even lend him money no more. I ain't gonna lend you money no more because I'm gonna have to ask for it back. You ain't gonna just do the right thing and just give it back. And I don't want that to ruin our whole bond. So at the same time, the whole thing is this. You know what? Either I'm gonna give it to you or I ain't. I'm gonna just give it to you. That way I ain't never got to ask for it back. We ain't even got to go there, right? So I let you know right now, I ain't a leader. I ain't trying to be no leader, cause y'all niggas ain't gonna hold me to no unrealistic standard, right? I'm a human being, right? You get to do all the wild shit, but then you hold the leader to the standard of, oh, he got to be Allah, God in the human form. You feel me? Nah, I ain't rocking with that. So at the same time, I'm just letting you know Trump is right now trying to open up these files to expose Dr. King, pull back the curtain on Dr. King to say, well, look, he was not who y'all cracked up to be. Remember, he tried to do this with Obama, right? The right wing had tried to do this with Obama. Oh, disrespect his woman, right? Make all these rumors up about him. Their whole thing is a smear campaign, right? The smear campaign. We seen the smear campaign on Diddy, right? I'm not saying Diddy was right, but I'm saying we seen the smear campaign on Diddy. Diddy probably more than likely was wrong as hell, but we seen a smear campaign on Diddy dropping 8 year old videos. If it's wrong, drop it then. Why you holding on to it? That seemed like motive. That seemed like motive to drop. Oh, that seemed like blackmail. You get out of line, we dropping this video from 8 years ago, and the people gonna eat it up. So we seen the ritual of trying to expose Jay Z, right? Now they gon' now we seeing the right wing try to expose who? Dr. King. Y'all gonna run with that? You gonna run with that? You gonna let them tell you who you can rock with? I would tell it, nigga. Ain't you can't tell me about my history, nigga. I already knew that. I knew Dr. King messed with the white girls. I knew he did already. But guess what? He's still Dr. King. I still rock with him. I knew Dr. King smoked cigarettes. Still rock with him though. You know what I'm saying? So uh when these files come out, you know, don't fall into the bait or the trap of them just trying to tear down your people. And you know what I'm saying? Because again, Trump is wanted for all kind of stuff. Trump did all kind of stuff. When we pull back the file, won't he pull back the files on him? Won't he go look in that mirror and pull back the files on him? See what I'm saying? It's easier to go dig up dirt on somebody else instead of looking in that mirror and doing the accountability shadow work, right? The mirror work. He don't want to do that. Instead, he want to hit you with drama and gossip because he's a reality star and drama and gossip sells, especially to the black community who eat chicken and liquor down Julio and Popeyes. You dead ass wrong for that, for trying to poison my people with that. Trying to poison my niggas with that. We ain't rocking with that. And any nigga that follow me, I hope you ain't fucking with that. You feel me? I hope you ain't rocking with that at all. Um, Today is January 2025, the 24th. You feel me? And I'm gonna let you know like this. You know what I'm saying? Stay safe and we out.